you want to get to a place to where you're able to lock in, zone in on a particular goal that you have. So for me, I'm focusing on an album. I'm focusing on, my career as an artist, creator, creative visuals, editing. And a lot of times I could just, just speaking for me, a lot of times when I'm on social media, when I'm on Reddit, TikTok, or any type of other social media, it's like it really depends on what you're trying to get into. So for me, like I said, I'm doing the art and the music, the graphic design, and it's like I see a lot of posts that's like kind of discouraging as far as like people saying that, just giving their stories of like, oh, I did this and I made this and this was my experience working in this particular field. And it's like, sometimes you can kind of, not all people, but I know for me, it's like I kind of take that and, take that as like, that's going to be my experience, or that's my path, or that's what's going to happen with me. And that's not, that's obviously that's not good to do. And just in general, it's not even, you just have people that are just, I just feel like intentionally know what they're doing as far as like saying certain things to discourage people and just say, you don't want to do that. That's not going to work for you. You don't want to do that. And that's also not good. And you see that a lot on these platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. And so just for me, I had to really zone in, and just some tips to zone in and lock in what you're doing is, remove any type of, not only distractions, but remove any type of things that you consider any roadblocks. So I had to, remove myself from any forums, any social media platforms, and I just had to really, you have to tell yourself that you have a different plan, and you do have a different plan. You have a different path. You have a different path, and you may have a different plan as far as everybody else. So it's kind of, obviously I said this earlier, it's dumb to kind of say like, oh, to read somebody else's experience in a field and say this is going to be my field or this is going to be my path, because you don't know what that person's experience was. You don't know how long they did what they did. So like I said, some people may be confused. Like I said, I see a lot of people that say things like, oh, I did graphic designing and it failed for me. I did music and it failed for me. I did art and it failed for me. I had an experience. And it's like a lot of times I'll take that and think that that's going to be my experience, but that's not. Again, you don't know the particulars. You don't know what they did, what kind of creations they made, what kind of music, what kind of art, what communities they were in, how they put their work out there. And so again, it's obviously everybody else would, tell me like this, that's a kind of a dumb thing to do. But I really had to just tell myself that and realize that everybody has a different path. Everybody has certain skill sets or certain ways that they do art, how they put it out. And so you're not going to have the same experience as everybody else. If you lock in and truly lock in and zone in on what you're doing. Currently I'm working on a product that I plan on putting out. This is like the biggest thing I've been working on. Like it's a creative album. And the reason I say that is it's two albums combined into one album. It's a video visuals album with like graphic designing, and then I have a music album, and they're both gonna go together. And a lot of times, like I said, I'll be on these social media things, and it's like I'll get super discouraged and like just how it goes, just seeing certain things. So I just had to really lock in and just tell myself everybody's path is different, and everybody may be able to look at those stories, those failure stories and those failure experiences and use it as motivation, but I just know that's not I can't, and it just discourages me. So yeah, this was just something I think this was just, if anybody else is going through that, seeing certain people's experiences in an industry or a field or a thing, and it's like you immediately say that's going to be your experience because that person comment or story relates to other people. It's like, that's not, you can't just immediately jump to that conclusion. You have to, work on your own path and and see your own results and get to your conclusion.